What if I told you that one of Hollywood's most respected legends was found dead alongside his wife under circumstances so mysterious that even veteran detectives are baffled? Gene Hackman, the man who brought us unforgettable performances in The French Connection and Unforgiven, and his wife Betsy Arakoa were discovered in their New Mexico home last week. But what investigators found has raised alarming questions that nobody saw coming. If you thought this was just another sad celebrity passing, the timeline discrepancies and unusual evidence suggest something far more disturbing. Stay with me. This story isn't what anyone expected. Before we dive into the details, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss our breaking celebrity coverage. Your support helps us bring you these important stories first. On February 26, 2025, the entertainment world was rocked by the discovery of Gene Hackman, 95, and his wife Betsy Arakoa, 64, found dead in their Santa Fe, New Mexico residence. What initially might have been attributed to natural causes quickly turned into something more complex when maintenance workers, who hadn't heard from the couple in days, made the grim discovery that has left investigators puzzled. The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office immediately noticed something unusual. While there were no signs of forced entry or external trauma on either body, Betsy's remains showed significant decomposition, indicating she had been deceased for some time before being discovered. This troubling timeline discrepancy prompted authorities to classify the deaths as suspicious, with autopsy results still pending as investigators carefully pieced together what happened in the couple's secluded home. Sheriff Mar Rodriguez told reporters, "We're conducting a thorough investigation into the deaths of Mr. Hackman and Ms. Arakawa. We understand the public interest given Mr. Hackman's stature, but we're committed to following the evidence wherever it leads." What makes this situation even more perplexing is recent testimony from Leslie Hackman, Gene's daughter from his first marriage. In an emotional statement to the press, she described her father as being in very good physical condition despite his advanced age. According to Leslie, the Oscar-winning actor regularly engaged in Pilates and yoga, maintaining an active lifestyle that defied expectation for someone in their mid-90s. There is absolutely no indication that there was any problem, Leslie emphasized, her voice wavering. Dad was remarkably spry and sharp for someone's age. He still had that commanding presence and quick wit that defined his career. This just doesn't make sense to any of us. Leslie's reflections on her father's relationship with Betsy paint a picture of a deeply committed partnership that spanned over 3 decades, practically unheard of in Hollywood circles. She credited Betsy with playing an instrumental role in maintaining Gene's health and vitality throughout their marriage. "We had a wonderful marriage," Leslie said, seemingly channeling what her father would have expressed. "I give all the credit to his wife Betsy for keeping him alive and thriving for so long. She was his rock, his advocate, and his best friend." Betsy Arakawa, though less known to the public than her famous husband, had built her own successful career as a classical pianist before meeting Gene in the 1980s. Friends describe her as cultured, intelligent, and fiercely private, the perfect counterbalance to Gene's more intense personality. She was reportedly instrumental in his decision to retire from acting in 2004, supporting his desire to live a more authentic life away from Hollywood's relentless demands. The timeline surrounding their deaths has become the focal point of the investigation. Preliminary findings suggest that Betsy may have passed away several days before Gene, but the circumstances remain unclear. Did Gene succumb to natural causes after losing his beloved wife? Was there an environmental factor in their home that contributed to both deaths? These questions remain unanswered as authorities await toxicology reports. Adding to the mystery, Dennis Quaid, a longtime friend of Hackman's, told reporters, "I spoke with Gene just 3 days before this happened. He was in great spirits, telling me about a new woodworking project he was starting. There wasn't even a hint that anything was wrong." The community of Santa Fe has responded with an outpouring of grief. Despite their desire for privacy, Gene and Betsy had become cherished residents who contributed significantly to local causes, particularly educational initiatives and the arts. A memorial has spontaneously formed near their home, with locals leaving flowers and tributes to the couple, who chose their community as a sanctuary from Hollywood spotlight. Former co-stars and directors have also expressed their shock. Francis Ford Coppola, who directed Hackman in the conversation, released a statement saying, "Gene was not just one of our greatest actors, but one of our most authentic human beings. His loss and the tragic circumstances surrounding it leave a void in our cultural landscape." Gene Hackman's legacy in Hollywood remains unparalleled, with 2 Academy Awards and 3 additional nominations. His contribution to cinema spans 5 decades of unforgettable performances. Unlike many celebrities who struggle after retiring, Hackman seemed to thrive in his post-Hollywood existence, becoming an accomplished novelist and pursuing passions for painting and woodworking in his New Mexico sanctuary. The Hackman family has respectfully asked the public to refrain from speculation as the investigation continues. "We understand the fascination with my father's life and career," Leslie stated, "but we ask that people refrain from spreading unfounded theories during this difficult time. Let the authorities do their job, and please respect our need to grieve privately." Forensic experts not connected to the case suggest that determining the precise cause of death may be complicated by the time that elapsed between the deaths and their discovery. Dr. Eleanor Garrison, a forensic pathologist, explained, "In situations where there is a significant delay in discovery, certain evidence can be compromised. The medical examiner will be looking at a wide range of possibilities. As we await answers in this developing story, the mystery surrounding the deaths of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa reminds us that behind celebrity personas are real human beings whose lives and losses deserve our respect." Their relationship demonstrated that genuine connection could flourish even under fame's harsh spotlight, and their quiet life in Santa Fe represented a deliberate choice to value authenticity over celebrity. The world has lost not just a legendary actor, but a man who represented the best of what Hollywood could produce. Someone who never forgot his humble beginnings and who valued substance over status. Gene Hackman's extraordinary body of work ensures his legacy will endure, even as questions about his final chapter remain unanswered. If you appreciated our thoughtful coverage of this developing story, please take a moment to like this video and share it with others who admire Gene Hackman's work. Subscribe for continued respectful coverage of celebrity news that goes beyond the sensational headlines.